Hey guys, how's it been? Everything fine? I heard Anthony's throwing a fit over something.
Yeah. He's on his usual bullshit again.
He's talking about his grand vision of working with everything Gucci, Prada, you name it.
How are you doing, Nat? You look really tired.
I could use a smoke right now. Let's slip outside.
So tell us, what's going on?
I probably sound crazy, but this weird cat that Evie gave me is creeping me out sometimes.
Isn't that just normal cat behavior?
No. You don't understand. I feel like the thing just vanishes. Sometimes I get home and search for her without end, and half an hour later, she sleeps soundly on my bed.
Yeah, cats do that.
No. You don't understand. I checked every corner, every nook, but she wasn't there. The door was even closed. There was no way she could have given me the slip.
All right, that's definitely weird. Wow.
Yesterday, she just sat there, staring at me when I woke up in the middle of the night, and her shadow looked so weird. As if she had more tails than normal.
Are you sure you weren't tripping?
Maybe you were high.
No, I didn't take anything. She behaves normally like 99% of the time, but this 1% is just weirding me out so much.
You said Evie gave her to you? Ask her about it.
I tried, but she said it's a stray and I shouldn't worry because cats do that. Yeah, maybe I am just stressing out because this gig will be my biggest yet.
Don't overwork yourself to the point you think your cat might be a ghost, please.
You're right. Let's head back before Anthony comes searching.
Let's not keep the king of fashion waiting.
I'm gonna leave. I grab my coat and my mittens. I'm gonna walk out of my office, all buttoned up, look like a little snowman. And I'm like, all right, let's go.
You look real cute.
Shut the fuck up.
And I guess we'll get going at that point to Central Park Zoo.
I imagine the doctor probably has a car, so I'm gonna go to the nearby parking garage, probably an underground parking garage. I'm gonna go get my Cadillac, and I'm gonna pull up to him and be like, "Don't get fucking mud on the seats. I swear to God, I will kill you."
You don't have to worry about that, Doctor.
Good. I just realized I'm looking at the picture of this guy, and all I could see is fucking Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Fry Man, what the fuck are you using your case for?
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'll hop in the back seat behind Dr. Greco.
All right, I will take, I guess, shotgun. If you're behind Greco, I'll take shotgun.
I mean, you're taller than Landon is, so he's giving you the opportunity to stretch yourself out a little bit more. So,
So I start driving. I'm like, "So you two from New York?"
I am. Originally from Buffalo. Moved down here.
Red Sox fan, huh?
I'm more of a hockey guy myself, actually.
Hey, nice. Nice.
What part of Buffalo are you from? What neighborhood?
I'm from Cold Springs, originally.
No shit, I'm from the Fruit Belt.
Small world.
I heard they call hamburgers steam hams up there. No one got my Simpsons joke.
No, it's more of a Utica expression.
Roll sanity for helplessness.
You're stuck in the car with shit jokes.
You're not stuck in here with me. I am stuck in here with you.
Alright, gotta roll sand for the fact that steamed hams are Utica and not Buffalo.
Yeah, so
Is that the Northern Lights in your car at this location?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, the rest of the drive goes relatively uneventful. Just takes you ages to find a parking spot around Central Park.
Oh, I should have thought of that. I probably got money. I'll just park and garage it. That's okay.
All right, yeah, that's fair. And yeah, you step out of the car. You all walk through the Central Park until you arrive just at the edge of the Central Park Zoo. The scenery is quite, well, almost sad. As you look between just like 3 brushes, there are no leaves on them. It's buried in snow, and you see the indentation of where the body was found. You see all of the footsteps around it, completely obscuring everything. It's absolutely not possible to make out any specific footprints. Way too much traffic here in the snow. And also there's new snow that's been fallen since yesterday.
Wait, so the print of this body is still there?
Not really the print of the body, but like the general area where she was found is way down. And since the new snow is not like tightly packed, you can still see
like the impression.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm guessing there's still like crime scene tape up, or is that no? Okay.
You see on one tree there's like the end of the crime scene tape like wrapped around the tree, but it literally just ends. It's being ripped apart. Yeah, thing is, you don't really see blood. You don't see anything else, basically. It's just like where she was laid down.
I mean, this area got swept 2 days ago. I'm not really sure how much more you could really find here. Everything was still had snow on it, so we picked through whatever we could.
Sometimes it's the little details that can be missed.
Well, we can go around again if you really think that other victims might be here.
That or some other clue or some part of the, I don't know, something could have been missed for all we know, you know?
I shrug.
It's kind of nice, actually. He kind of like looks up at the sky, you know, and the snow all around, taking the whole city part of it away. That's quite nice.
I'm the forensic investigator, but fuck what I say, I guess.
Yeah, while looking around, you can give me search rolls if you want to.
Yeah.
Everyone who actively looks around, so Dr. Greco, if you do not want to look around, you don't have to.
No, I'll do it. I'm forced to be here.
Okay.
Alright, so I rolled, oh shit, my first failure, 96 over 60 for search.
I also got a 96.
Nope, 70 over 3.
That seems appropriate.
No one found anything. Amazing.
Yep. You're gonna waste like the next at least hour of your life. It is currently, when you finish the sweep, I'd say it's like 2 p.m. And you're just walking around. You're starting to draw circles around where the body was found, growing wider and wider as you broaden your search, and there's nothing. Literally nothing. There are way too many people to like get the right tracks of somebody who might have put her here. There's nothing. There's just snow.
Dear handler. Am I being watched right now? Can I check that?
Yeah, sure. You can give me an alertness roll.
Nope. 90 over 70.
Yeah, you look around. The thing is, while yes, it's snowing and yeah, it's cold, but it's still a Central Park. There are many people out here. And also it's a Saturday, so there are many children playing around. You see a few of them having quite a big snowball fight. Almost like, it's like 10 kids just throwing snowballs at each other. You see a few parents walk around with their kids. You see couples. It's quite lively here. People are just living their day. You don't see anyone in particular paying close attention to all of you.
Landon will probably think about his son and think, man, there's snow on the ground. Would be a good time for a snowball fight with him. That's pretty much what's going through his mind right now, seeing that. Well, I'll give you that, Dr. Greco. I guess there really isn't anything else here.
Well, I'm fucking cold. We've been out here for an hour. I just got off work. I want to get something to fucking eat. There's probably a place
Let's
nearby.
get the doctor something to eat.
I mean, food sounds good, actually.
You want to get some pizza?
Sure.
I was gonna say, if I recall correctly,
right
Belle,
now.
2 blocks down, there's a good place to get chopped cheese.
What the fuck? I want to eat some Italian food, not fucking chopped cheese.
What's wrong with you? There's chopped cheese is always good.
Lily, let's let the doctor pick, considering we had to drag him along with us.
All right, sure. All right, please.
Okay.
Take us to the
walk
Italian
in
place.
the direction of your chopped cheese place. You get that, and then we'll go to the pizzeria.
That's fair.
All right, Capiche, Shabakala, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get that chopped cheese.
All right, so we go get food, and probably sitting down.
Well, first of all, before you sit down at the pizza place, while Lily is getting his chopped cheese, you both are probably just waiting for him, right?
Yeah.
So as you're standing outside the place, waiting for Lily to return so you can grab something Italian, you notice, like, in a alley right next to the spot, there are just, like, 2 cats sitting. 2 black cats sitting there watching you, and one of them jumps down from a garbage can and starts just wandering, strolling, perfectly evading people's feet until they arrive in front of you, and she just starts basically cuddling your feet, Landon.
Is this the same cat that I saw in the subway? Maybe.
Hard to say. Give me an intelligence roll.
Love that for me. That is a 65 under 75.
Nice. So you look down while the cat is just strolling between your feet, strolling around you, and it's really hard to say. First of all, it's a black cat, and you haven't seen the other one really close, so could be. What you do notice is the cat looks quite perfect, but there's not like she doesn't have color. She has nothing to identify her. She looks perfectly healthy though. If she is a street cat, that's almost a miracle. And yeah, she's just playing around your feet.
Okay.
Seem to get a lot of pussy.
He looks over at Dr. Greco. Clearly more than you.
You got a wife at home.
Yeah, so do I. I will cautiously lean down and extend the back of my hand towards the cat.
It rubs its cheek over your hand.
She's gonna fucking bite you. As soon as I'm coming with my chopped cheese.
I don't see that happening to you.
Look, man, you won't play around with stray cats. It's your business.
I wasn't going to. And then he retracts his hand back. But now that you say something, Landon's actually going to walk over and get right up beside Lily and whisper in his ear. When we first got on the subway to get here, I noticed a cat very similar to that one. I think it was staring at me. And then we show up here and I got a cat circling around my feet. That's a little weird, right?
It's definitely weird.
Or maybe I'm overthinking it.
No.
While you're talking to Agent Lily, the cat's just sitting there where you left it basically, sits down and just tilts its head, looking at you. And it now looks like Dr. Greco's looking at you, and the cat beside him is also like tilting his head, looking at you.
Are we like mirroring each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said it came from the alleyway across from the chopped cheese place?
No, just right besides it.
Right beside it? I'm gonna walk over there and take a look down the alley.
It follows you. You see, as you walk there and take a look down, you see that there is a second one. Almost identical? Or well, now that you take a better look at it, is it identical? It's really hard to say.
Landon doesn't quite know what to make of it. He kind of stands in the opening of the alleyway, kind of regarding this new development. What can I see? Like, what's in the actual alleyway itself?
Mm-hmm. So in the alleyway, there's just you see a few trash cans, some quite piled up. The tops lifted off by 2 trash bags. There's snow everywhere. You see tiny little paw prints in the alley. There's no people.
No, like doors leading into adjoining buildings or anything like that.
There are a few doors leading to the buildings besides it, like to the right and to the left. One of them, for example, probably connects to the kitchen of the chopped cheese place.
Does it look like that the cats were taking up residence in any of these trash cans or anything in the alleyway?
Hard to say. Most of those trash cans are quite full, so probably not. And the rest of the alleyway shows nothing for them to be really hiding, especially not hiding from the cold.
He says, shakes his head, and walks back to you guys, and let's go get some pizza now, shall we?
What the hell are you doing over there?
I don't know. Something just had a weird feeling, I guess.
I just look at you for a little, whatever. And I just start walking to the nearest good pizzeria. You know, it's good if it has at least a B rating, which means barely edible.
Landon will follow.
Alright, so I'm gonna go get myself 2 plain slices with all the fixins. Got the onion powder and the Parmesan, and I fold them together, both of them at the same time, and I just start eating it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
For Landon's part, he's gonna get 2 big slices of pepperoni. He'll load them up with red pepper flakes. He'll follow your route, do a little bit of onion powder, and then he'll copy your method and fold them up. He's never done that before.
Yeah, it's a good way to make pizza into a usable sandwich.
No, I mean, Lily, lifelong Buffalo resident, takes cheese, onion powder, Parmesan, red pepper flakes, fold that shit up in half. It is down the throat instantly.
Yeah, this boy was hungry. I'm gonna get 20 Zeppelis in a bag too.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
All right, educate Max as a player. What the fuck is a Zeppeli?
So it's like pizza dough, deep fried, and then they throw it in a bag, and it just has a bunch of powdered sugar on it.
Yeah, it's basically it's like donut balls but Italian.
And Lucas, this is why Americans are fat.
You guys eat like you have free healthcare.
I pay for it.
Fuck.
And I do have it.
Yeah, as if we do. Yeah, we eat as if we do.
As if we do.
I eat so that I don't have to get old. I can just die happy and fat and young.
There it is. Yes.
Nice.
Did the cats follow?
No. When you,
are they
they follow a little bit, like street cats do. Mm-hmm. They follow a little bit until they're bored with you, and then they just turn around and go back in the general direction. They followed you long enough so that you don't know if they go back to the alleyway or if they just go somewhere else.
I guess we should start tracing our way down through the other victims, see if we can get their addresses, see if anything got left behind. We don't know, right, Lucas, where they were taken from, or do we? Or would we have to find that out?
No, you don't know. Somebody called to notify the police of them missing, but you don't know where it happened. You basically don't know anything about it. But you could probably just fix that by going to the police itself. You have official cover in this investigation.
Yeah, to the NYPD. Okay. Landon's going to turn to Lily and say, you said you knew one of these.
Knew several, but I did not write down all the names. I am so sorry, handler.
The second person, Natalie.
Natalie, I knew.
Landon is going to pull out a cell phone. I'd imagine he'd have a contact with the NYPD he could call.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna pull out a cell phone and call a contact to get Natalie Reff's address.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't really take you long until he basically gives you her address. Looking at the address, she seems to be living in Upper Manhattan. I'd say also you can just get the addresses of all of them. It would likely be the police has them all already. So, starting out with, she also lives in Upper Manhattan. She probably knew Natalie. Hard to say. They both just live in the same area. And Antonia lives in Astoria.
Okay.
She still lives with her parents. Same as Marissa. She also lives with her parents in Jackson Heights.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's start with Evie's residence first, because she died. So, see if anything relevant is there, see if we can pick up anything that could give us an idea of who did this.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are here because of Evie, then probably the best bet.
For sure. Like I said, just wanted to check the original scene she was found at first. You never know what could be missed or found or anything like that. But let's check out our residence.
All right, so I'll start driving to that address in Uptown.
You drive through the address, I'd say. When you arrive,
Hopefully-
it's probably just
Hopefully, I find parking. Someone plowed out a spot.
yeah.
I could steal it.
You arrived, or you finished your search in Central Park at like 2 p.m. after getting something to eat, and now driving and also searching again. I would say it's like 3:30.
You know what, Lucas? I'm gonna roll luck to see if I can find the spot when it's snowing in Manhattan.
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay, we
you do.
found one.
Yeah.
I likely had to steal this from someone who had already plowed it out for themselves later.
No, it's better.
It's okay.
When you get into the street, you're just looking around and you see a tow truck just towing one car, and you see someone is waiting for the truck to pass them so they can back off into the spot, and you just whoop, swoosh in and steal a spot.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out here.
That it is.
I look at the man in through his driver's windshield. What do I see?
You see someone angry. He's probably shouting many profanities at you, which you can just hear as a muffled. Hard to make out completely what he said, but yeah, it's a bunch of profanities.
I think he's angry at you.
Yeah, whatever. Get out of the car. This guy's yelling at me with his window rolled down. And I'm like, snooze you lose, fuckhead. Get the hell out of here. Go find
Now,
another
fuck
spot.
you! Well, fuck yourself up, you crash, and then he just flips you the bird and drives off.
Hey, he's got FBI agents over here. Gonna arrest your ass.
That's not our purpose. But to be fair, gotta love New York. All right, let's go.
I just like throw my hand at him and I fucking go towards the apartment.
She lives in like a pretty standard brownstone apartment.
Okay.
Nice.
She lives on the second floor, and I am doing the European counting, which I have been told is also white New York, with the ground floor, first floor, second floor.
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, she lives in an apartment on the second story.
Okay. Do we have to get buzzed in? Do we need a key for the door, front door?
Let's say you have to get buzzed in, but you could probably just ring everyone in the house and somebody will probably buzz you in.
I'm just gonna ring a couple of them, and when someone comes on, I'm just gonna say, FBI Special Task Force, please let us into the building.
Well, I'm gonna roll something now. Alright, they don't hang the thing up, they just start running. You just hear the bam, 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 bam as their feet move away from the... What's the fucking thing called where you talk with?
The speaker intercom.
Well, yeah. As they just basically run away from the intercom, and then you hear, just like 10 seconds after, you hear the fire exit doors being run down.
Okay, maybe a less direct approach.
Yeah. Yeah. So is there like a lock on this door? Like that you could put a key in for people who live here? Okay. I want to try and lockpick it.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You have lockpicking?
I did. I took it as special training. So you're going to see Landon reach into his coat, his jacket pocket, and it's like, all right, well, hopefully this will help us get in. And you see him produce, like a little, like a probing tool and a pick. And here we go. 1 second. Ooh, 50 on 50. 50 out
You
of 50.
forgot that we said it's not dexterity, it's criminology, right?
Oh, well, still 50 under 70.
Yeah, no, it's still it still works.
I will make that adjustment now on my
Perfect.
sheet. I did forget about that.
It's quite simple, really. You just kneel down before after like taking a look to the left and look to the right, and you jank your tools in, and after rattling all of the keys of the thing, it clicks open.
And now we're in. And Well, Doctor, it's either you scared off somebody who thought we were going to arrest them for drugs, or hopefully that wasn't somebody important to the investigation. Let's go.
Well, I didn't do Evie's room, so...
It's okay. Discreet is the way to go with these things, but...
I'm usually used to, like, you get a warrant, you go into a place, and, very, like, we're here, prepare yourself kind of thing.
That's... The group does things a little differently, as I'm sure you just noticed. So let's go. Don't worry about it. And I'm going to walk in and hold the door open for the other two of you.
I have a warrant to search the place. Do we? Is it an active crime scene? I guess it is. We got probable cause, right? Okay.
He says nothing.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the air inside is stale and a little bit humid from probably no one opening any windows in here. And yeah, you make your way up until you are at the second story. You see there are a total of 5 doors, and one of them has the name of E. Redcrow.
I'm guessing this door is also locked.
Yep.
I would like to roll again, please.
Mm-hmm.
10 under 70 for criminology.
Yep. Again, a little bit of work, a little bit of jingling, and then the bolts unlock, and you are in. Before I describe the apartment, the first thing you notice, the door just opens and you get this weird smell. It's not like a rotting smell. It's just like... It smells like shit, basically. It smells like a zoo.
Like, not human shit, like animal shit.
Yeah.
Could I identify the type by the smell?
While you're trying to think about it, you see a cat appears.
Okay, there you go.
In the hallway. It's a black cat.
Oh.
I probably wouldn't notice this because I'm looking into the apartment.
Mm-hmm. No, it appears in the hallway of the apartment.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like it just came up the stairs, or...
No, I'm sorry. Like it came out of one of the rooms.
Oh. Inside of the apartment. Okay.
Yes, sorry. My bad.
Well, I guess she had a cat. Had shit everywhere.
Yeah. So, Landon at this point is getting a weird vibe because this is the third time. I mean, this makes sense, but to see cats in other places, he's going to slowly draw his gun just to be safe and walk into the apartment
black
slowly.
Cat, and you see it because there's no light in the apartment, and you see the little orange eyes of it reflecting back at you as there's light falling. And you remember that all of the other black cats you saw today also had orange eyes.
Okay.
Looks almost identical.
He's going to turn on a light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you instantly see the eyes turning pupil.
Dilating or...
Yes.
Okay.
As the light gets turned on and it has to adjust. And you see you're basically standing in a little hallway, and there are just 4 doors. 2 on the left, 1 in front, and 1 on the right. All of them are slightly ajar.
Do I
give
hear
me an
anything
alertness
else? Quietly, Landon's going to say to Lily, just be careful. Keep an eye out. That's a 21 under 70.
Listening into the apartment, there's nothing really coming back. It seems empty, or at least if someone's in there, no one's moving.
Yeah, I kind of envisioned Dr. Greco kind of being between us, unless you wanted to be somewhere else, but that's kind of like how I kind of imagined it being.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep the non-combatant between the two of us. So Landon is going to slowly walk in through the apartment. Gun out in front, like low, but like ready to raise up if need be. What do I see as I move in?
First of all, you see that there are some coat hangers on the left side of the wall. There are heavy jackets out for winter weather. Probably 4 or 5 of them even. Looks like she changed them quite regularly. Most of them don't fit in a single style. She branched out quite a bit. You'd say most of it is quite modern. They are all in at least 1 or most of them 2 colors. There are some pictures on the walls, and apart from that, no shoes. She probably stores them somewhere else, but not in the hallway. And the cat's still just sitting there at the back end of the hallway, its little orange eyes glowing as its pupils contracted. And the cat just stares at the 3 of you.
So on that note, the door that it came out of, I basically kind of want to move in and sweep, like go from room to room, directing Lily to cover the other sides of the room. And I'm going to say to Greco quietly, just kind of stay behind us. Wait right there while we clear.
I've been to crime scenes before, or places where bodies have been left for a very long time unattended. Does it smell like rotting flesh in here?
It does in fact not, no.
Okay.
The stale air that you get is just from, or you would say it's just from the heating. Probably the door was left closed since she maybe left the apartment, or someone closed the door for her. And the air has just been building up and building up.
I'm gonna stop Landon in front of me. I said, "Hey, wait," and I'm gonna go into my my bag, and I'm gonna pull out gloves and surgical masks. It's not good to breathe all that in, and I'm sure you don't want to leave prints.
No, you're right. Thank you. And he'll take the gloves and the mask, and he will put them on.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Got a spare pair for me here?
Oh, yeah. I'll hand them to you, too.
But yeah, no, I'm going to sweep the room that the cat came out of.
Mm-hmm. That's the most, the only left door. You push it open to see the whole room. You go in, turn on the lights. You see it as a bedroom. There is a king-size bed in the middle of it. To the left, there is a gigantic wardrobe, which is currently open. The bed seems made. There's just a spot on the blanket that's been roughed up, probably, you would guess, from the cat sleeping there. Other than that, there is a little table where there's a lot of makeup, and there's a little mirror with with lights surrounding it. It's currently off.
Are there any other rooms in here?
No.
Okay.
So before I go into the bedroom, the cat's probably the first thing I noticed. Does this thing look malnourished?
You take a good look at the cat who's been sitting there, and you get this feeling of deja vu, as you're not really sure if you've seen this cat before, maybe even today. You've seen one that's been weirdly friendly to Landon, and that looked exactly like this one. And no, it's actually not malnourished. It looks quite well fed.
I'm gonna go up to it. I say, psst, 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 here, kitty, here, kitty. And I'm like kneeling down, trying to pick it up.
Yeah, you use your level 3 spell, call those from outside on the kitty, and it reacts. It walks over to you, and before you even get a chance to pick it up, it rubs its cheek on your hand and starts purring.
Oh, this poor thing. It's been in this apartment so long. Where's your owner, little girl? It's on my slab. Sorry about that.
That's dark. Landon's going to say as he leaves the bedroom and joins Lily wherever he is.
Yeah, I'd probably have my back to you two, and then just kind of looking out the apartment, keeping an eye out, making sure no one sneaks up on us.
Yeah, I'm just holding the cat.
Going to clear the next room, whatever's on the right.
Whatever's on the right, yes. So coming out from the bedroom, technically on your right is the exit, but the first door on your left will be the one at the end of the hallway.
So we got the entrance, and then there's a door on our right that the cat just came out of that's open.
No, that's on the left.
On the left. Okay, that's open. Does the door swing inwards or outwards?
They all swing inwards.
Okay.
There's
cool.
not too much space due to the narrow hallway.
Coming out of the bedroom, Landon's going to check the first room on the right. Not the one directly across from him, but the other one. Mm-hmm. That's closer to where we came in.
Yep. The door is completely closed. And when you open it, you see it's a sort of half and half. On the right side of the room is basically it's been modified to be a walk-in wardrobe. And on the left side of the room, there's just some storage. You see boxes from her moving in that still aren't unpacked. You see just packages you see like a really big package from like kitchen devices, for example. And you see one from the mirror that you've seen before in her bedroom.
Any other rooms in here, like closets or anything like that?
There's just a little bit of storage space, but it would be probably too much to look for all of this. if you want to open the doors to make sure that there's no one in there, you can easily do that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I'm gonna make sure the apartment door is closed behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she just moved into this place. That's what we're seeing.
Give me an intelligence roll, and we'll see what you make out of this.
All right, I got my physical dice on me this time. Bam.
All right.
43 out of a lot. 85.
So from those rooms that you've seen, the hallway, the bedroom, and the little storage space, it doesn't seem like she moved in super new, not like in the last weeks, but it couldn't be longer than a year that she now lives here. You don't know if she just didn't have the time to unpack all of it, or if she just didn't need all of her stuff.
I'm a lazy motherfucker too, and it took me at least 5 months to unpack everything.
Absolutely. That's a feeling you get from it. She just didn't really have the time, or maybe even just the energy to unpack all of it.
Might have been going through some personal problems.
Hey, Lily.
What you got?
You said you knew this girl, right?
Yeah, not well, but enough.
See if there's anything in here in this, just, I don't know, her apartment total that maybe only you would recognize or know, anything that could give some indication as to if she had any enemies, if she, anything.
All right, good call. I'll kind of drop from that defensive posture I'm in, just take a more general, slow walk through, kind of think of a few times. Tell me, Lukas, would I have ever come here? Or would this be at the time where I'm in self-imposed exile in Poughkeepsie?
Probably the latter. I don't think you've been, like, you knew her from, like, you knew her name, you've seen some of her shootings, you weren't close personally.
Right.
But if you want to, you can start going through the rooms while Landon clears the rest, because there's still 2 left.
Search.
Yeah, give me a search roll.
Yeah, can I do a search roll as well?
That's fair.
Yeah, you can do one as well.
Okay.
Lily, don't worry, it will probably just take you more time. For now, as you just look over some of the things, you see there's nothing really getting to you, nothing that sticks out, but also it's just a glance over most of the stuff.
I got a 2 out of 64 on a search roll.
Yeah, you do notice that the other door on the right side, the one further in the hallway, is also not completely closed, and you can see like tiling. Probably is the bathroom. But out of your with that little success, I think the door is ajar enough that you see that there's something on the sink, the bathroom sink.
He's going to cautiously approach and slowly open the door. What do I see?
You see there's this. First of all, you didn't really know what to make of it. You saw a weird light being reflected, but from the sink itself. Now that you get closer, you see it's a little mirror, and there's a little baggie with some white powder on it.
Got drugs in here.
What does it look like?
Drugs in Miles' apartment. Are you sure there, detective?
All right, smartass, it's special agent to you, and yeah, no, definitely white powdery substance inside of a baggie.
Do you think it'd be reasonable that I'd have a testing kit on me?
I think it will be reasonable, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna.
I'll grab it. I'll bring it back out to Greco and hold it up and say, "Got something you can test this with?"
Yeah, I should have something. And I go in my bag, pull out a testing strip, and I take a sample of it and see if it turns blue.
It turns blue almost instantly.
That's cocaine.
I guess that's not surprising.
I was going to ask, too, given my experience with this kind of line of work, the amount she has, is that average for, a model, or does this seem like she might be holding a bit more weight than usual? And I can roll criminology for that if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a roll.
I feel like I would just know, given my training.
Oh my, Jesus. 79 of 51 failure.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's a failure. You're not too sure. I think, Landon, just give me a roll for yourself, because you normally don't deal with
that's fair.
Specific kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got it at 30 if you fail.
No, I got a 23 under 70.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that works.
It's hard to say. You don't know how much was in the baggie. You only know how much is left in the baggie. You're not too sure.
What's left would it look like personal use?
What's left is just like at the border of personal use. So if that's like a new baggie that she got, that's probably just her new monthly medicine, quote unquote. But if it's a used one, then maybe she is currently sliding into an addiction. Also, Lily and Greco, please give me an alertness roll real quick.
Alertness?
Not Landon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I failed. I got a 76 out of 40.
Yeah.
Checking that.
All good. Landon is going to say, so she has drugs, but doctor, you said that there weren't any drugs in her body. So...
No, not at the time of death, at least.
Interesting.
It could be that they cycled through her body already, or
critical success.
Some other means.
44 under 64.
But, this woman's already had some pretty strange biology as far as I'm concerned, so it wouldn't be out of the question that her ability to metabolize things might be different from others. But who's to say, really? Look, I swabbed her nose. She didn't have cocaine on it.
I mean, if we're dealing with something that can alter the biology of an individual to such an extent that they may not even realize that the drug has entered and exited their system, or maybe just didn't show up on a toxicology screen. I mean, I don't know what to make of this.
As far as I'm concerned, this is just cocaine, but you're welcome to try it.
Lily, though.
I mean, if you're offering... Oh, by the way, you stepped in something there, Beasley.
What?
I think we both looked down.
Looks down at his foot. Son of a bitch. He's going to go to the bathroom. Well, he's going to remove his shoe first, then go to the bathroom and begin to clean the cat shit off of his shoe.
Yeah, so in the bathroom, you do notice that's where you stood on the landmine. There is a litter box for a cat. It's it seems to be completely full, and the cat has decided to now take it a step further outside of the litter box onto the floor. Yeah.
Is the cat still with us? Because I imagine I had to put him down at some point.
Yeah, the cat. Also, the cat seems to be almost stuck to you.
Oh, I am not bothered by this. It's nice.
So from the bathroom, Landon is going to say, any of you clean cat shit before?
Do you want me to clean your shoe?
No. I don't own cats. I'm a dog guy, right? So
you pick it up like dog shit. What do you want me to say?
I don't know, man. Cats are weird.
Just grab some toilet paper from the fucking roll and pick it up off your shoe. Just wipe it off.
You lazy bastard.
No. There's just shit all over the place. Like, I think the cat went in the box and then it was just like, nope.
Well,
cats are weird, man.
Look,
cats are weird.
We can call Humane Society when we're done here, but...
Well, she's been missing for over a week, so this cat's been in and out of the litter box. It's probably full in there.
It is, can confirm, and he's gonna carefully not step in any shit, walk back out, and put his shoe back on, and he's gonna meet you guys back out in the hallway. Gonna say to Lily, find anything else in that other room?
No, I got nothing.
Can I see if this cat has actually had food in this apartment?
Yeah, absolutely. For what you see right now, doesn't seem to be the case. There is a water bowl in the bedroom, and right beside it is an empty food bowl with not even dried food that's left. It's completely licked clean. So there's nothing there. There's one door left, so potentially the door is closed, but there's a little cat hatch at the bottom of it, so the cat can still go through it. So potentially there's food there.
I'll go there and open it. Is that the room all the way at the back of the apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
That room stretches to the right and to the left. When you enter it, you see on the right side there is an open kitchen. There is a kitchen counter dividing the room basically with a, let's just say, rather non-luxurious kitchen. It's really bland. It seems to be also homemade, like the cabinets and all the drawers and all of them seem to be homemade. And there is a food bowl for a cat. And also that one is quite empty. And to the left side of the room, there is a tiny table to eat and a rather big sofa. It just takes up most of the space.
Okay. There's no open windows in here, right?
Yep.
How'd you eat, little buddy? And I'm looking down at her.
The cat just gives you a little, like a brrrt, basically. Shakes the tail and looks at you expectantly.
Oh, you must be hungry. I'm gonna go around and try and look for some cat food for it.
Yeah, you go into the kitchen, you open a few of the cabinets, you open a few drawers, until you finally find some cat food. You see there's actually a lot. There's wet food, there's the little astronaut space pebbles, and there is also quite some snacks for the cat, like even some bunny ears that have been dried.
Real quick, did you say a window was open?
No.
Oh, that's what I thought I heard. Okay, never mind then.
I'm gonna grab some of the canned food and just empty it out into the bowl. I'm like, come on, come here.
Yeah, no hesitation. The cat's besides you as you empty it in. It waits until you're done, and then it instantly starts to basically smush its face into the food and start devouring it.
Yeah, just give it some pets while it's doing that. Dr. Greco has got a soft spot for cats.
You a cat guy, Doc?
Yeah, my grandfather used to have 2 of them. They're the nicest little things.
You got any?
Nah, my wife won't let me. She's allergic.
Well, tell her you have no choice now. It's yours now. It picked you.
Well, yeah, I guess.
In the meantime, still want to sweep the rest of the apartment just to be sure.
Yeah, so while Dr. Greco is giving the cat some food, yeah, Agent Lily, you just dip your little finger in the powder and just rub it on your gums. Nothing about being discreet, so yeah, Landon, you absolutely can see this.
I wasn't being serious, and I mean, technically that.
Oh, I mean, look, if we're gonna be sure this is cocaine, this is the one way. I mean, what do you want me to say? You want me to, eulogize this woman who I barely knew? This woman who has died so many fucking times. We're here spinning our wheels trying to figure out what happened. The best we got is that she was a model with a coke problem who got picked up off the street and was butchered repeatedly over the course of days and dropped off in front of Central Park Zoo.
Yeah.
Oh, is it coke?
Yeah, my gums are completely numb right now. This is a fine Peruvian right here.
All right, well, that's yours. We barely even swept this place, so let's get to work.
Well, let's call it evidence.
Yeah, I guess I want to take a look, go through the rest of the apartment, see if I can find anything. If there's any any sort of mail correspondence, if she got any at all, anything in her belongings, anything in the pictures, anything stands out about the pictures that she has.
Mm-hmm. And as Beasley's doing that, I kind of like to sweep through one more time, just kind of do another once over. Instead of looking at kind of her things, I want to look for signs of activity, specifically signs that she was maybe posting, people here, either her dealers or perhaps some friends. Probably a search or criminology roll is what I'm getting at here.
Mm-hmm. If you just want to take your time, you can all get a plus 20 on your roll.
Yeah, I definitely want to take my time here. So I'm going to be doing criminology on my end.
Mm-hmm. I will roll search if taking my time.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Success 10 under 71 with a plus 20 benefit.
Nice.
I got a 27 under 84 with the plus 20.
Mm-hmm. I got a 15 under 82.
There we go.
Okay. So, Agent Landon, you wanted to check for mail and any kind of correspondence, right?
Yeah, and
the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Agent Lily wanted to see if anyone's just generally getting hosted here, sleepovers, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Greco, is there anything you're looking at, or do you want to just generally take a sweep through the apartment?
Possible connections to a suspect that she might have gotten in contact with recently.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a guy yet. We're trying to look for that, so.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a cell phone got left behind, maybe,
Any possible attachment to this woman and someone else that we could talk to.
Right. Or, given the time it is, her answering machine, see if she has any, leftover messages.
That's also true.
That's good too, yeah.
All right, so I would say I will be probably starting out with Dr. Greco. You take a good look. You've opened some stuff in the kitchen before, and that's basically where you start. While the cat's munching, you open up some drawers, the rest of the cabinets, and just, maybe she stashed something, and indeed she did. You find a cell phone, like looking through her, what's it? Like her little food storage.
Her cupboard?
Yeah, cupboard. Thank you. There's a empty can of like chicken or something, chicken soup. And when you go through that, you just touch it and notice, oh damn, that's really light for what it should be. And you notice she stashed a cell phone in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's one of those fake ones where you unscrew the bottom of it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I got what you mean.
The phone itself is quite unspectacular, you'd say. Obviously, there is no pin. You just press the start button until it unlocks. And she hasn't saved a single number. But you see from the list of calls that there are 2 numbers that she has been calling quite often. Both of them seem to be landline phones. And they both seem to be located here in New York from the...
Area code?
Area code, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no SMS correspondence. It's literally just calling them.
Well, I'm not gonna call them on this. She has no text to these people. Just looks like how big is the call history on this phone?
It goes back to about 3 months. It's probably when she bought it.
Okay.
Because before that there is no recorded call, and she calls them. It depends. Sometimes both numbers get 1 call a week. Sometimes one number gets like 4 calls a week. Like maybe, you see, for example, 3 weeks ago, she called one of the numbers 4 times in like the span of 20 minutes.
Okay.
And you see those are like unanswered calls. And then she instantly switched over to the other number, called 2 times, and it was like at 2 a.m. in the middle of a night on a weekday. And after 2 calls, the other number picked up. So it's quite erratic.
Does it say how long the phone calls lasted?
I would say yes, and it's like 2 minutes at maximum.
Okay. When was her last call?
Her last call was on the 9th of January. So 6 days.
And how does that match up with her timeline?
6 days before her disappearance. She disappeared on the 15th.
Okay. And she called this number quite frequently, right?
Mm-hmm.
She might have went missing before that. Or she might have been out. I'm going to take the phone and stow it. How's our little cat buddy doing?
Little cat buddy's finished eating. And it's just sitting there, head tilted on one side, looking at you while you basically study the phone.
I'm gonna go in the cupboard and get some cat treats and just scatter them on the floor for her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
If I'm like probably near the kitchen, I'd imagine like, I don't know, at least with me, how I live, I tend to put my mail in the kitchen when I bring it in. So I'd probably be in that area. I would say to Dr. Greco, you find anything?
I got a cell phone.
No shit.
Yeah, it's got some recent calls to 2 unmarked numbers. Don't know who they are. Might be worth calling through a more secure line than, the dead woman's.
Or tracing them. Could probably go back to the bureau and see if we can get them hooked up to something. Maybe we can see where the calls were coming from roughly. That's one way to go about it.
Wait, so you are an FBI agent?
I am.
He's not. He's point over to the general direction.
No, he's not.
Okay, so one of you's
Official.
At least got some competence.
I mean, cool. Landon looks over at Lily. I'm not the one shoving drugs in my gums, if that's what you're saying.
Uh-huh. Well...
Hey, look, you offered, sweetheart.
At least we have a mobile sniffer unit with us.
Agent Lily, you start to... Well, first of all, if you want to know if someone's crashing there, you probably don't check the bedroom and check the quite extensive couching area.
Oh, yeah.
So...
That's the first thing I looked at, under the cushions.
Yeah. First of all, there's a big TV that's like pointed at the couch, and with big, I mean like the massive fucking TVs they had in 2004. For that standard, her TV seems to be quite modern, seems to be a recent addition, and is probably quite expensive. And she also has a wardrobe. What's it called? Fucking shelf of doors. You know,
A shelf of doors.
no, a shelf with doors.
chest of drawers. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, one of those. And when you open it, like there are some VHS in there. All of them like flipping through them.
Shelfscapes.
Yes. Flipping through the tapes, they seem just to be blockbusters. Nothing special. The drawers under the tape drawer, basically, when you open them, you see there are blankets, there are pillows. They seem just to be like stuffed in there. So probably someone was sleeping there. Sometimes. Maybe it's just some friends crashing over after like a party or something.
Yeah.
You're not too sure, but someone was regularly sleeping here.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah, when you get up from the shelf and turn to check the couch, you notice something. There is a picture on the wall behind the couch. And on that picture, it seems to be also relatively new. The quality on the picture is great. It is with printed out photo paper. And it shows 5 girls, all in relatively clean dresses, just like starting their night out, basically. And from the photos you have received, you notice 4 of those. The 4 that you instantly notice from the photos are Evie Redcrow, Natalie, Raff, Antonia Sand, and Marissa Kerr, basically the 4 missing models. The fifth one you also recognize.